Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. On the visitor's sideline, there's Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. Across from him, Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go from Cleveland. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
And he's coming off of an injury-shortened season where he only played in 8 games, but he's hoping to get back to an all-pro level that he played at a year before. Now, with new weapons in town, he and his team believe they can go deep in the playoffs and have a major impact.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
That's out wide for Palmer. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Yeah, here we go. I check line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are on the board here first in the season opener. Late groupie now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the young man making his first NFL start. A big spot here for the rookie quarterback.
And we knew from the moment the commissioner called his name on draft night. And by the way, laid a pretty good hug on the commissioner going across the stage. But we knew he had a chance to be the starter week 1. He dove right into the playbook, ingratiated himself with his teammates, and that's exactly how things have played out.
Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
At the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. There's a short one caught by Johnson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
On the ready.
And the Bengals first down.
Ready.
A gain of 9 yards.
Back to throw.
First down, Bengals.
Man open, that's Ray McCloud. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
It's
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw again. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On 1st down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with 1st and goal.
Jones has it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Gano's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down. Prescott. And it will be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4.
Get it.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Check pass. Here we go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Cincinnati.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. from the 41. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Set.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Brown, 33 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Browns set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Kamara up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 13. A quick throw, but incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there. 3rd down here. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career, an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That's another Bengals 1st down. A gain of 12. 1st down, Cincinnati.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And the Browns are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
23 yards. That's good for the Browns.
Kamara trying the right side. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. But the defense quick to read this. They bust in and drop him before he could take the shot downfield.
Brings up 2nd and long.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete to McLeod. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Come on.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Ray McLeod, 27 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Gano for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Bengals score. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Oh, he shifts past him. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Play action now. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Complete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, here we go.
There's Prescott. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
15 yards on the play.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
Intended for
2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Prescott. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36.
6 yards. That's good for a Browns.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott off play action. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Another Browns first down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now Prescott. They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
That's again complete to Palmer. So the completion gets him just a yard. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Gain of 4 yards. That's another Browns first down.
Kamara. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go.
Again, Kamara. And he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown. Hunter Henry from 4 yards out. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. A point after, good by Groupie. And we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses happen their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
I do think that sometimes on 3rd and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jalen Waddle, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Gano now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And a nice play on the end of it, an 18-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He juked him. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And the Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. He finds his man complete. It's Moss. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's complete to Palmer. 7 yards there at a first down.
7-yard gain. That's good for a Browns first down.
Throwing. Prescott. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Yeah, here we go. I take point.
Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Moss. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Groupie for the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A drive there in just 4 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
At the 38-yard line.
Come on, come on.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd and 10.
Ready, stop moving, Cougar 19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He gets this one to Johnson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go play action here on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hansen.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Today is the day we've been working towards all summer, the debut of our new halftime show. So without further ado, let's roll. Our trip around the NFL starts now, and it starts with a good one in the AFC West. And it's the Charger quarterback, a touchdown pass from 15 yards away. The Chargers begin Jim Harbaugh year 2 with a week 1 victory. From there, why don't we go to South Philly, look in on the Eagles as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. Well done here, it's a touchdown. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy, the New Orleans Saints hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And it's the 2,000-yard rusher from a year ago, Saquon Barkley. He'll take this one in for the score. He's found the end zone twice in the first half. This one's at halftime now, and it's the Cardinals with a big lead on the road at the half. Time for a look here at the rest of the games going on and what's to come here in Week 1 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Second down and 3.
Here we go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
1st down.
Yeah.
On play action, Prescott. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Dayo Odangbo
Brings up 2nd.
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Prescott now. They'll get this out to Kamara. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Sheds off the tackle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42.
22 yards. That's good for a Browns 1st down.
Off the play fake, Prescott. That's caught right side by Palmer. So just 3 yards on the completion there.
Josh Palmer.
And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
A
7.
10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and
Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
60 Vikings, 60.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, they'll throw. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 3, second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and have excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 3.
Here we go. 19.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Go, Reed. Ready.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Yeah, there we go.
And he'll start with a give to Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now Prescott. That's taken in by Palmer. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at about the 28. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 3rd and 8.
Pat the street. Ready.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Alexander Madison, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Gano for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Gets past one man. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Browns getting set to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short to give it a tight end. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time, Prescott on 4th. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Short pass caught by Henry. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46.
Prescott to throw it. Throw left side complete to Moss. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The Browns on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Browns, first down. 1st and 10.
Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bengals offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Bengals.
Now Ward. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 33. Working out of the gun here, Ward. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's a give up the middle. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
On for the field goal of 21 yards down.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 7-yard pickup.
To throw is Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Now Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Throwing. Prescott. And this complete to Henry over the middle. This That's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Here's Prescott. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Short pass caught by Henry.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Now Prescott. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. 4th down and 8. Now Dak. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Prescott. Now he's going to step, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dak Prescott punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns are back within a score. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And the Bengals first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he stopped immediately there. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to put him a touchdown and a two-point conversion up. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Bengals, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. I'm Brandon Gunn. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis.